Little Leo loved bright colors. His favorite shirt was a sunshine yellow, his favorite crayon was a vibrant orange, and his favorite thing in the whole wide world was the sky, especially at sunset and when it blazed with 1,000 fiery hues. So, when he and his mama were walking through Crystal Palace Park one sunny afternoon and they came across a balloon shop bursting with color, Leo's eyes practically popped out of his head. The shop, called Blowoit, was a kaleidoscope of rubbery delights. Giant red balloons bobbed like cheerful cherries, tiny blue balloons clustered like miniature blueberries, and long skinny green balloons twisted into playful shapes. A shimmery rainbow balloon, almost as tall as Leo himself, swayed gently in the breeze, catching the sunlight. "Mama! Mama! Look!" Leo exclaimed, tugging on his mother's hand, his blue eyes wide with wonder. "Can we, please go inside?" His mama smiled. She knew how much Leo loved colors, and she loved seeing the joy they brought him. "Of course, sweetheart," she said, leading him into the fragrant, balloon-filled shop. The air inside was thick with a smell of rubber and a faint sweetness, like candy. Mr. William, the shop owner, a jolly man, greeted them with a warm smile. "Welcome to Blowoit," he boomed, his voice as cheerful as his shop. "What can I do for you today?" Leo was speechless for a moment, overwhelmed by the sheer number of balloons. He pointed at the rainbow balloon, then at a bright yellow one shaped like a sun, then at a tiny, delicate pink one. He couldn't decide. Mr. William chuckled. "So many choices, eh? Well, let's learn a bit about balloons before you choose." He picked up a plain blue balloon and showed Leo how it was made of latex, a type of rubber. "This latex comes from a rubber tree," he explained, "just like the rubber in your shoes." He then showed Leo how the balloon was inflated with helium, a gas lighter than air, which made it float. "Helium is a noble gas," Mr. Williams said, "meaning it doesn't like to react with other things. That's why it's so good at keeping balloons afloat." Next, he showed Leo a balloon that had lost some of its air. "See how it's deflating? That's because the helium is slowly escaping, just like air escapes from a punctured tire." Leo listened intently, his eyes glued to Mr. Williams' hands as he demonstrated. He learned about different types of balloons, some made of foil, some with special designs, some that could even make sounds when squeezed. Finally, after learning about the science behind balloons, Leo chose a bright yellow sun balloon, just like the one he'd admired earlier. Mr. William tied it securely to a string, and Leo held it aloft, beaming. As they left the shop, Leo clutched his balloon tightly. He didn't just have a pretty balloon, he had a newfound understanding of how it was made, what made it float, and the science behind its cheerful existence. He looked up at the sky, its colors reflecting the joy in his heart, and understood that even simple things like balloons could be filled with fascinating discoveries. The walk home was filled with laughter and Leo's enthusiastic descriptions of all he'd learned at the Blowoit. He knew, even before he got home, that he wanted to come back and learn even more. And perhaps, one day, he'd even learn how to make his own balloons.